Hungry dog run fast. I ain't hungry. I'm starving.
Hurt takes the snap. He's back. He's going to run. He's in. Touchdown. Jalen Hurts.
When that cage opens up again, our teeth are snarling. We're drooling. We're ready. We're hungry, ready to hunt again.
Dallas. We hate you. Race snow. The Eagles train to go. The Eagles win.
And again, and again, and again.
It ain't about them. It's about us. We play up to our potential. Each and every one of us together. Nobody can beat us. I promise you. Promise you.
God. Mother... Yeah, you gotta be kidding me. I mean, you couldn't snatch defeat out of the jaws of victory better than they did. Wow. Guys, welcome back. It's another Speaking Birds. It's your boy Speaks. We're running solo today. I think McGeehan's got a little bit of a cold. So he's sitting this one out. Get him on the next one. But good God. I mean, seriously, like, here, going into the game, you know, one of the things I wanted to see, you know, is just a good football game. I felt like keyword felt, past tense, that we were the best football team out there on Monday night. And man, I gotta say, we weren't better than them. But yeah, we just weren't better than them. There's so much to get to. Eagles are 1-1, and it doesn't get any easier. You know, we go down to a scorching hot New Orleans Saints team on Sunday, and then I think we go to Tampa Bay. We're not home until October 13th against the Browns, so this could get ugly real quick. Eagles lose 21-22 to the Falcons on Monday Night Football. Not only that, it was Jason Kelsey's return as a Monday Night Football analyst. It was, the Nick Foles retirement ceremony. And I got to say, we never do good when we honor, like Eagles legends. Have you guys noticed that? I feel like every time there's this hoopla about the game, we always go out there and we don't perform. I forget the last one. I'll have to look that's a stat I got to look up. All right, let's take a quick break. I gotta gather some thoughts here, and we'll get into this. Back Speaking Birds. It's your boy Speaks here. We are post-game week 2 episode, and this was a heartbreaker. This was truly, in Philly fashion. Let's start macro here. Let's start macro. Obviously, you gotta talk about the missed catch out of the backfield by Saquon Barkley. There's a minute 40 left. What is it? 3rd and 3. There's a lot to say about what you do in that situation. Perfect pass to Saquon Barkley. Couldn't have been any more on the money for him. He just drops the ball, and he's had drop issues. I think he's he's got 30 drops or something, or who knows, but he's got an issue with it. You're paying the guy all this money. He's got to catch that. And that's the game. Rarely does it come down to that, but then again, it does come down to those plays. You got to make the plays when it matters. We'll get to Sirianni, but Jalen put our team in a position to win. I don't like how he played at times. I think it was a promising game. But yeah, for Saquon Barkley, you catch that ball, you win the game. So, we could be 2-0, but I'll say this. Had we won that game, had he caught that, this felt like a loss to me the whole game. I don't know about you, but this felt like a loss. We're not there as a team. We're not there as a team, and we'll get into why I don't think we're there as a team. But let's backtrack a little. We got Saquon Barkley with the drop. We got Jalen Hurts. I thought he played a decent game up until the last series. We get the ball back with about 40 seconds left, give or take. We get into striking distance to get into Jake Elliott's field goal range. I think his longest is 62. So we needed about 20 yards to get there, and Jalen forces a deep throw, and it gets intercepted by Bates. And that was frustrating because that's a winnable situation. We're not talking Hail Marys. We're not talking, fourth down and forever to go. We had a fresh set of downs and we had plenty of time. I think we had 30 seconds, 32 or something like that. So we had plenty of time to get into Jake Elliott range and potentially win the game. But he shows that he can't protect the football in those big situations. Early on in the game, he makes some plays with his legs. It's promising. He's down A.J. Brown, but I thought he put us in a position to win. But he shows he's not protecting the football in big time situations. He's got a ceiling. And it's never been more apparent. We can win football games with him, but he's never going to be this great quarterback that he showed in 2022. We talk about what version is the true Jalen Hurts, and I'll say it. The 2023 version is the real Jalen Hurts. It just is. He's got a ceiling. It's we're looking at it. He's never going to be this great Eagle quarterback. And I'll say that. I like the guy. I'm rooting for the guy. I think he's got upside, but it's limited. It just is. He's making poor decisions, and he's a good player. I'm not going to take that from him, but as long as he's here, it's going to be more of this, more of the same, more of this playing down to opponents, mistakes. So let's get into who I think is the For the Birds winner, guys. For the Birds is an award we hand out from time to time. This award goes to someone who is for the birds, who is just irrelevant, who's bad. It's the donkey of the day. It's our version of the donkey of the day. It's Sirianni. It is Nick Sirianni. He is holding this team back. I've said it ad nauseum. The reason why the Chiefs are so good? The reason why some of these teams have sustainability and winning? Because their head coach brings something to the table. Andy Reid is the one running the offense. I mean, sure, you have Patrick Mahomes, but Andy Reid is there. I don't think Patrick Mahomes is Patrick Mahomes without a guy like Andy Reid. We all saw what he did with Michael Vick. Vick couldn't throw to save his life. Then he comes to Philly. He gets some training, some coaching with Andy Reid. Completely turned into a passer. He's hurting this team, Sirianni. And as long as he's here, it's going to... First quarter, you go down there, you go forward on fourth down, you got to get points there. We lost by 2 points. That field goal wins us the game. And I know it doesn't always play out exactly like that, but you need to get points there. It's as simple as that. And you know what drives me crazy? And this comes out a lot of, the armchair quarterback or the armchair GM when it comes draft time, and everyone's saying, you shouldn't have taken this guy, should have taken that guy. Well, some things are so apparent. Just because you spend time as an intern and putting in your 10,000 hours just to get in your position, you think that qualifies you? I don't think Sirianni is qualified. And ask anyone. Everyone's sitting there, and I get it. The pass was there. It's one of those situations. He catches it. Hey, you made the right call. But you got to run it there. You just paid Saquon Barkley all that money to come in. It's 3rd and 3. You got 1:40 left on the clock. You got to hand it off. You're going to get what, 40 seconds off the clock? You get 2 yards. If you don't think Saquon Barkley can get 2 yards in that situation, well, then you made a mistake bringing him here. You get 2 yards, if not 3 in the first down, then you're on fourth. Do the tush push for the game. That's the bread and butter, is it not? I mean, it's these knucklehead. I don't think Sirianni's qualified. I got to go on the record. I want him gone. I want him gone. I don't think as long as he's here, we do anything worthwhile. And it's sad to say because it's week 2 and we're already flushing the season down the drain. But he's not him. He's not him. He's just not. And I hate being this pessimistic, negative fan and viewer, but I don't know. I don't know. What does he do? Man, it was crazy too. You got Bill Belichick roaming the sidelines last night. I wouldn't be so against a guy like Bill Belichick, but you bring him in and then he's going to bring all of his cronies. He's got to have the worst coaching tree. I mean, God forbid a guy like Matt Patricia comes back into the building. Could you imagine? He's like his shadow. Have you ever noticed Matt Patricia? That he's such a doof. He lost some weight too. I've never seen someone look worse after losing like a substantial amount of weight. I mean, sure, people look worse, but he just looked he looked better, heavier. He's just now he looks like this weird sort of goblin-esque person that just follows Bill Belichick around like a little dog. So that's why I think Bill Belichick, I think the writing's on the wall, but I don't know, just for the reason of, Josh McDaniels, and then his son, Bill Belichick's son. Have you ever seen that guy? He looks like he's constantly on like Adderall or cocaine. He's just like a nutbag. Yeah, I couldn't deal with that. And it would honestly, it would completely change how, the organization has been ran, aside from the Chip Kelly years. It would change. Howie, we got to talk about Howie, because Howie gets this pass. Recently, he's been getting this pass of, GM God, Howie season. It's not looking too good, Howie. It's not looking too good. You got Huff you brought in here, paid a lot of money to. Devin White. Okay, it's not the most money, but still a signing. Healthy scratch yesterday. You got Jalen Carter, Jordan Davis, who aren't panning out. Let's be honest. Our defensive line is probably one of the worst units in all of football. 0 sacks in the first 2 weeks. I don't think we had did we get a pressure yesterday? I mean, those guys got bust written all over it. I mean, I hope Jalen Carter can make something of himself. I think he's got a little more raw, natural talent than Jordan Davis, but, bust city. You got Nakobe Dean, who's not really panning out. Sure, Q looks good, up to this point, 2 games in. It's not looking good, Howie. You let Hassan walk. Reddick walked. And now who's got the worst D-line in football? And you got hands in hiring the coordinators. Are they panning out? Doesn't look like it. I mean, it doesn't look like we've had to suffer through Fangio-like defenses for the past 3 years, and now we got the guy who came up with this harebrained scheme. And it looks absolutely atrocious. I mean, the only shining light is maybe their goal line defense has been a little stingy. Hasn't given up, that touchdown. I mean, they've given up a touchdown, but, they've had some stops. But yeah, it's not looking. What's with him in the booth? Sit down, get to the sidelines. What do you think? You're some sort of god? You think you're like, you just want to look over it? You know what I would do if I were Sirianni? I'd make him stand on the sideline. What, does he need crutches or something? He's that old? Get your butt down to the sideline and fix this defense. See, that I'd have some respect for Sirianni if he did something like that. He's just sitting up there watching, calling the worst defensive game. Ugh, God, he annoys me. I'm annoyed. I'm annoyed with all of them. Then you got Slay. Ugh. What he took play. He's taking plays off. He's getting burnt. I've seen in the first game we talked about his just giving up on a play, lack of effort, business decision, as McGeehan calls it, whatever you want to do. Then I noticed in this game as well, there was a play where he just kind of looks like, once he decides he's beat, he's out. We got these aging guys, and I love BG. He's probably my favorite Eagle of all time, Brandon Graham. But come on, man, we got him in there playing way too much. He's old. We got nobody else. Then you got Slay after the game, going up to London, who just cooked him for the game-winning touchdown, smiling. Oh, that's a good route. That's great. What are you, Donovan McNabb now? Just smiling, chumming it up. It doesn't mean anything to you. He's a, well, I got paid kind of guy. He'll run to his little podcast studio, which I don't even like his podcast. It looks dingy. You got all the money in the world. Put some money in it. Get a neon light. For Christ's sake. Just like this, bad camera pointing at a weird wall. It's all grainy. Get a good camera. Jesus, pay somebody to come in and make your studio. God, it just annoys me. Laughing it up. What are you guys getting dinner after? Report. Eagles safety Reed Blankenship said that Jalen Hurts spoke in the locker room after the loss. No coaches said a single word. We're a player-led team. At the end of the day, we know what we did is on us. Maybe coaches should talk. Maybe coaches need to step in and do a little talking. Because it doesn't seem like it's working. The hands-off, player-led team. Seems like it's not working, guys. Yeah, maybe you need. So now Sirianni, he doesn't call plays. He's a game manager, and now he doesn't even speak to the team. I mean, can he clean the bathrooms? Are we getting anything for this salary that he's getting? Ugh. Unbelievable. Man, we just need a good coach. Just a good coach. Let's take a quick glance at these defensive grades, and these are per PFF. Zach Bond overall 29.1. Nakobe Dean 79.7. Thomas Booker kind of came out of nowhere. He had a decent game. At least he was fired up. It looked like he cared. Yeah, Darius Slay, 49.1. You were the second worst person on our defense, according to PFF. And CJ, he's hot and cold. I mean, I love that fourth down stuff. He comes in. He's willing to give his body up. So I got to respect him. I mean, his tackling will drive you crazy. But he's willing to give his body up. And I respect that. Man, everyone's got to take the blame. But I would say, man, if there's a hot seat. If Sirianni's got a seat, it's hot. I mean, I don't think we're in the business of firing him mid-season, but the writing will be on the wall. Yeah, there's Slay just laughing. Yeah, why don't you guys go on a date? Disgusting. It's a Seattle game. It's a Seattle game from last season. Can't get a stop when it counts. Yeah, this is 2023 all over again. We're picking up where we left off. I mean, think about it. Last season were these narrow wins that didn't feel like wins. They felt like losses. We barely scraped by last week. This week we lose. I think we've lost 2 out of the last 7. Or no. I'm sorry. We're 2-7 out of the last 9 games. 2-7 out of the last 9. So I don't know. It's gonna be a tough week. It's gonna be a tough week next week. I don't know, but hey, we gotta strap in. You know, we gotta get through it. The only way out is through. All right, guys, we're gonna take a quick break. When we get back, I did end up making a what I think is an Atlanta delicacy. So we'll get to that, and we'll cover more. We are back. Defensive line coach Clint Hurt with 2 T's needs to be fired. Needs to be let go. All right, take a step back, take a breath. It'll be fine. I mean, this could easily be, this could turn into 1-3 really quick. Really quick. Okay, so here's what we did. All right, let's back up. Let's back up here. So what we did yesterday, I air fried some wings. See the cheese curds that came out okay. It was a process. It was a long process. So this week I'm thinking, hey, I can get away with something easy. Let's do that. So we air fried some wings. We got some party wings. Man, air fried them up, man. They get crispy, and they don't feel as bad. They're not fried wings. You're putting them in the air fryer. Man, getting a nice. They tasted like crispy. That's what I did. I threw some lemon pepper in there. Lemon pepper wings originated in Atlanta. So, yeah, we did some pepper, some lemon zest, and some lemon juice, a little garlic. I don't know if that's how they make them. Honestly, I didn't put a lot of. They put a lot of research into this one. Kind of just did what I wanted, but they turned out great. Didn't do anything peachy. Wasn't feeling. These primetime games. I'm just waiting to get to a Sunday game, and make it start to feel like a season. I feel like with these weird Friday night, Monday night, it doesn't really feel like the season's kicked off yet. So looking forward to that. What do we got? Saints. Maybe we'll do like a. Maybe we'll do like a banana. Was it Bananas Foster? Banana Foster? Let's see here. Yeah, Bananas Foster. That might be good. That'll be. That's something real nice. Do that little scoop of vanilla. Maybe we churn. I think I always over promise and under deliver. I'm like, should we churn our own vanilla ice cream? Like I got time to do that. Yeah, let's churn our own ice cream. So let's do Bananas Foster. We're going to do that. We're going to do Bananas Foster pudding. Is that where they put like those manila wafers? Yeah, there we go. Here, somebody's got. I feel like that's not the way to go, though. I want this to be high class. You know what I mean? Maybe do like I should get one of those kitchen torches. For what? I don't know. Just to do it. I feel like this is a dessert, a dish that needs one of those torches at some point. Man, it looks like there's a lot of variations with this, though, just on a quick search. Looks good. I think we're going to have fun with it. Let's see here. But yeah, man, it's crazy. What else? Man, Smitty dropped a ball he should have caught. Just killed me inside. Yeah, offensive line with the constant illegal man downfield, which I get. The RPOs are hard, but I thought Hurts did good with his legs. I thought it was good. If there's one bright spot, it was that he was getting fired up and he was picking up stuff with his legs and in tough spots. I would say So that was promising, but like I said, man, I just don't know if I just don't know if he can take us back there, and it's just so sad to think about. It's just sad. I'll say it's sad. All right, let's guys, this is Speaking Birds, and it doesn't always have to be about the Philadelphia Eagles. Sometimes we will jump into a local bird. Let's see what birds there are in New Orleans. New Orleans. Egrets. Egrets are herons, generally long-legged wading birds that have white or buff plumage, developing fine plumes. I've seen these cats. These birds. Let's see, where are they? What makes them about New Orleans? Let's see. Coldest regions. What? There's nothing about them. Let's see here. Several egretta species, including the eastern reef egret. Egret? Am I saying that right? Look at this guy. Formally described in 1789 by the German naturalist Johann Friedrich Gmelin in his revised and expanded edition of Carl Linneux's Systema Naturae. All right. Samoan Islands. Yeah, you think you're all smart. Have yellow-gray legs, and the gray varieties' throats and chins are marked by narrow white stripe. Southern Asia and Oceania and Australia. Okay, now these are some international. Ocean-based fish, so they love fish. Okay. All right, heron. I don't know how we got there. I don't know how we got to New Zealand by way of NOLA, but we did it. All right, guys, let's wrap this up. Let's hope it's not another one of these. I feel like I just kind of tore down the entire organization, threw them under the bus. Who else can we throw under the bus? Let's see. Yeah, we got Sirianni, Howie, Saquon. Let's see. Let's throw. What's with the Kelsey show? I mean, I get that he was back in Philly. I'm burned out though. I can't even go on a Kelsey rant. It was just annoying. Anyway, guys, until next time. If you have questions, if you have questions, speakingbirds@gmail.com. Drop us an email. Well, let's see if we got an email. Let's see here. Actually, let's pull this up. Da, 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 da. All right, I gotta log in. All right, guys, we'll check it. We'll keep you guys updated. If you got questions, speakingbirds@gmail.com. Let's go birds. We take on New Orleans, but we'll drop a pod before that game, just kind of going in and looking at the matchup and things of that nature. So keep an eye out for that, guys. Thanks for listening, and go birds. Cheers.